I came across a line that struck me deeply. We aren't meant to address everything we find out. Just adjust your guard. And for the first time, it truly sank in. Not every truth demands confirmation. Not every discovery requires you to speak, explain, or defend. Some things are revealed only to show you where to tighten your boundaries, where to protect your peace, and where to let your silence be your strength. Absolutely. Shout out to War Paint Journal for that quote. Because this is truly what separates people who have true power from people who put on like they have true power, right? Because true power is silence. True power is that silent confidence that you have within yourself. True confidence is knowing that you have information about someone or a situation and knowing that you don't need to indulge in sharing that information just because you have that information at your disposal, right? That's true power. True power is letting other people, letting them think that they are in control, letting them think that they have the power, letting them think that they have all the answers. That is where your true power lies, Because let's say, for instance, let's just talk about a battlefield. You have you have two opposing teams, right? Well, let's say Team A has found out a way to ambush the main fort of Team B. Well, knowledge is power, okay? So do you think that Team A is going to share that information or let that information get out that they know a way to ambush their and get into the way of the main fort? Do you think that information is going to get out before it's time to get out? I mean, if you're dumb enough and you want to go back to square one, yeah, but you would probably keep your lips real tightly sealed with that type of information, right? Loose lips sink ships, okay? So you have to know that this is how life is, right? And I love even how the quote goes further to say sometimes the information that is revealed to you is only for you to tighten up your boundaries, right? So you might find out something about someone, not for you to go run and tell everybody that's listening, but it's for you to protect yourself, right? It's for you to say, hey, listen, I gotta watch what I'm doing. I gotta watch what I'm saying. I gotta be more conscious of how I am. And I need to pay more attention and keep my eye on this person, right? Or it's like some things are revealed to you so that way you could say, okay, I'm going to just be quiet about that one. I'm going to let that one just sit on out. Okay, I don't want no parts of that, right? Learning how to protect yourself, just learning when to use the information for your benefit, Some things are just meant for you to know and you to know only, right? And this even comes across like when it comes to building your own personal relationship with God and having that on your spiritual journey or your healing journey. There will be things that are revealed to you from spirit, from source. There's going to be information that is given to you because you are on your journey, right? You are doing the work that you've been called to do. So you're going to be given information for your journey, but it's for you only. It's not for you to go out and share to the world. I know we get excited and we just want to share with other people and try to verify and confirm our experiences. But we have to be careful that not everyone listening is interested because they have our best interest. Not everyone listening is truly a friend. Some people could be literally plotting or waiting for you to divulge information, right? So you just have like some information is given to you just for you to know, so you can protect yourself, so you can move differently. Like God will reveal things to you about certain people, not for you to go run and say, "Hey, well, I had a dream about this, blah 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 blah." Like, you don't go running and sharing that information, because you could be alerting the enemy's camp to information so that they can start moving differently. But you always want to be 10, 20 steps ahead of your enemy. You don't ever want to give out information just willy-nilly, So, and this is how you keep yourself protected. This is how you keep yourself confident and being so many steps ahead of people, right? And this is how you don't fall into those traps that people set for you. This is how you don't fall into people pretty much setting you up, People trying to take your life. People trying to steal something from you. People trying to take your happiness and your joy. You have to protect yourself, okay? So you will be getting information throughout your life, but you have to be careful with sharing that information, even with a significant other. Like if you're somebody who has a partner, just because you have a partner doesn't mean you have to share that information, especially if it's information you've received from your relationship with God. That is your personal information. That is a boundary that you should respect. Okay? Like, silence is true power. Knowing when and where to use your information. Some information is only for you and your use. Okay? And you just have to know that, Don't get too excited where you're sharing information that you don't need to be sharing, because it can be going back to the enemy's camp to stop and block you from furthering in life. Okay, guys? I really hope that you got what you needed to get out of this message. Like, because this message is so true. Like, especially in this day and age where we live in this age of information. Some things are not meant for us to just hurry up and share. Some things are meant to be kept for ourselves. Okay, guys? And you'll know, like this message, you'll know this should ring and hit home for you. Stop sharing information, okay? That's all I'm going to say is stop sharing information, all right? Spirit is not upset at you. Spirit's not, but Spirit's like, all right, you're being a little bit too cocky with the information, all right? Spirit will block your connection off if you keep oversharing. Okay, guys? But I love y'all. If you are new, please subscribe. I would love to have you as a part of our tribe. And if you're returning, y'all know how we do. Drop them comments down below and make sure you like this video. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all on my next one. Bye.